All right. So before starting a dropshipping business here in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, there are very, very important things that you need to know just so that you can get the best out of your business experience, and just so you don't end up making a lot of mistakes and losing literally all of your money. Because one thing for sure, Dubai is a very, very expensive city, both to live here and to do the business. So you don't want to make any mistake, especially when you want to start a business like dropshipping here in Dubai. So if it interests you, stick around till the end of this video, and I'm going to walk you through the 3 most important things that you need to know, and that you need to do, and that you need to be doing whilst you start your dropshipping business here in Dubai. Alright, so for the sake of time, I have clearly highlighted all of the points or the checklist of stuffs that you need to check or that you need to know before starting out your dropshipping business here in Dubai. And very, very quick, and we're going to try to make this video a very, very quick one. So starting on the list is the product to sell. So which product do you need to sell? And of course, if you are a dropshipper, or if you've been following up with dropshipping, videos or tutorials online till today, you will need to understand that the first thing that you need to consider, that you need to have on your checklist before starting out or your dropshipping journey or your dropshipping business is the product. You need to make extensive product research in order to be able to discover what to sell. Because once you have a product to sell, or once you have a group or list of products to sell, that means you have literally started your dropshipping business. Your journey has started. Without the product to sell, without a winning product to sell to the people, it literally will be difficult for you to say you are ready to start a dropshipping store. So the most important thing after that is whether you have considered the nationalities of people living here in the UAE. So you need to go online and conduct a research just so you can understand the different types of people here living in the UAE, here in Dubai, or here in UAE as a whole. We have over 200 nationalities living here in UAE, and from the numbers I've gathered so far, it seems to me that 65% of the people living in UAE, genders living here in the UAE, are women against 35% of men. You need to also factor that into your dropshipping plans or ideas, because this will help you to make the right decisions of what product to sell. For me, I personally sell personal care product and beauty product because this resonate more with the women folks rather than the male folks, and I have a lot of sales selling this product as against selling product for men. So the third on the list is, have you tested the product on other markets, or you are just trying your luck? Yes, trying your luck means, are you just trying your luck, like trying to test the product on this market, and like UAE or Dubai happens to be your first market, right? So you want to test it here first to see whether it's gonna sell or not. So it's very important. For me personally, I test my product there in the US, in the UK, in Canada, in Australia, Netherlands, even before I bring it into the UAE. So if I test it in these different 5 e-packet countries and they eventually break even, or they eventually sell, or have high sell ratio or high conversion rate, then I will assume that those products will sell here in the UAE. Then before I then even start testing them here on my website for the UAE. So that's very important. Then my thought, of course, I've just shared my thought on the point number 3. Then the second point is suppliers. Do you have a trustworthy supplier that can help you, from where you can buy this product, from where you can outsource this product? Now, why I care so much about the supplier is because the suppliers, supplier is like whom you're going to buy the product from, right? The company from where you're going to be buying this dropshipping product. You need to be sure that the suppliers are reliable. Of course, if the suppliers are not reliable, if their shipping times are very, very slow, especially to Dubai or to Middle East here, then it's going to be a complete flop to do business with them, because at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to manage the inconveniences that will come with choosing the wrong supplier. Okay, so it is very, very important to choose a supplier that can have fast delivery times and fast response times and fast turnaround times, so this will really do you a lot of favor. Me personally, I use CJ dropshipping. On some occasions I try to use some agent which have made it very, very easier for me to get some of my product across to my customers within a period of 7 to 12 days at max. So which then reduces complaints and customers returns and all of those inconveniences that can come with dropshipping or e-commerce in general. So under this point number 2, we have which dropshipping supplier. Of course, that's the same thing that goes with point number 1. Are others doing this? Have you seen other people in this line of business? Okay, so you may have not seen these people physically, but at least if you are really, really passionate about dropshipping or e-commerce, I'm very, very sure that you should have subscribed or followed several accounts on TikTok, Facebook, and other social media platforms, that are selling, dropshipping products, So this way, I'm very, very sure that, for example, TikTok would have on several occasions shown you ads of other dropshippers. So if you're following up with people like this, I'm very sure. I personally I know a lot of dropshipping suppliers here in the UAE, here in Dubai specifically. Not because I know them physically, because I make research and I have seen several ads that I know that are for sure dropshipping ads on TikTok. And I have followed those ads to their website, and I have seen how their website have been structured. I've seen the product they're selling. I've seen the layout of their website. I've seen the bundles, the call to actions, and all of the offerings that they're making to customers just to woo them or just to encourage them into buying from them. So I know quite a couple of them that and I understand how they operate. You get it. So this is very, very important. So you need to be sure that you know other people in this business. You need to be sure that you know other people who are doing this business, because that's the only way you can then be encouraged. You can then be very, very confident to want to do this business. Now, the very most important takeaway that I want to give you is a personal secret, it's a personal experience, and I want to be sharing it with you as a knowledge, and you can use it very, very exclusively on your journey to start in your own dropshipping store here in Dubai, is the e-commerce license. You will need to take an e-commerce license here in order to be able to run this business legitimately and legally here in the United Arab Emirates. And of course, you don't need to be afraid. It's very, very obvious that the cost of licenses may be very expensive here in Dubai, but there are other tricks. There are other ways you can get around this by not taking the license specifically from Dubai, but you can take the license from other emirates. Like Fujairah, like Ras Al Khaimah, where the licenses will be very, very cheaper. Within 2,000 to 5,000 dirhams, you can get an e-commerce license in the Emirate of Fujairah or Ras Al Khaimah or even Ajman. And with these licenses, you can operate fully in the whole of UAE, to include Abu Dhabi, Dubai, and the rest of them. So this is the cheapest way you can do that, instead of coming straight away to Dubai to take the license from the Dubai authorities. And of course, it's gonna be a bit pricey if you want to do it using this strategy. You get it? So now moving on to the point number 3, which is the most, and trust me, this is the most essential point that you want to really stay glued to. Payment processing can be a pain in the neck if you do not understand the dynamics of how the UAE populace works. Trust me, over 75% of the people living here in Dubai or in the UAE generally are all expatriate. They are people from different countries. As a matter of fact, 85% to 90% of expatriates makes up the population density, like makes up the population, the overall population of UAE as a whole. So now what does that mean to you? That means that you need to understand, you need to study these expatriates. You need to understand them. You need to understand their transaction models. You need to understand how they buy things online. You need to understand their engagement with e-commerce ads in order for you to be able to tailor a very, very attractive payment, processing kind of system on your website. For the US, for the UK, for Australia, and some other countries, payment options like Visa card, MasterCard, PayPal, and Co. may work perfectly fine for this regions. But when it comes to UAE, trust me, there are many people here who do not have the means of online payment. They don't have bank account. They don't have probably cards to pay online and all of those. So majority of the businesses here depend on the cash on delivery kind of business model, and this works perfectly fine. Trust me. There are other big businesses like Amazon, like Shein, and all of those other e-commerce stores. Noon as well is here in Dubai. And trust me, if you conduct your own research, you will come to realize that there are many cash on delivery orders on these platforms as against the online payment option. So you may want to factor this into your decision making process, because the easier it is for your customers or your potential customers to shop and pay you, the better for you. The higher your average order value, and the higher your sales will actually be on the long run. So for me, I just give you a very, very important advice. What I do is this. I tend to test product in markets like USA, Canada, Australia, Netherlands, and sometimes Germany. You get it? I tend to test my product in these places, and once I get a perfect winning product. So what I describe as a perfect winning product is a product that can sell effectively in these 5 e-packet countries that I just mentioned. Any product that can sell effectively and make me the highest profit, both in profit margin and in revenue. Once I figure out that product, that is the product I call the perfect winning product. Now, that's the product I'm gonna bring into this market of Dubai. That's the product I'm gonna buy physically, shop for this product, like 100 pieces of this product, like 50 pieces of this product, like 20 pieces of this product, depending on how much money I can afford at that point in time. So when I shop for this product physically, I tend to bring them into Dubai physically, and I will have the inventory, physical inventory. Then what I then do is I create my website to resonate around this product and to be targeting this region. Now I will have 2 payment options on the website. The dominant payment option on the website will be the cash on delivery option, whereas I'm going to have an alternate payment option, which is then going to be the online payment, of course, with the cards, the credit cards, debit card, and the PayPal option. This way, my customers or potential customers tend to, be attracted to shopping, especially those in this region who wants to really patronize my product but does not really have a means to pay online, probably because they don't have the cards, or they don't have a bank account or other means to pay. I don't know, but then this works so perfectly fine, and I have tested it on several occasions, and trust me, my results were really, really, really amazing and top notch. And that's why I'm giving you that as a cheat sheet, as a very, very valuable information. That's a gold mine, trust me. And you will thank me for this. Trust me, when you test this and it works for you, trust me, you're gonna come back thanking me for that. Okay guys, so that brings us to the end of this awesome, informative video. And trust me, if you really enjoyed it, you can subscribe to this channel, like us, and that's the only way you are supporting us, and that's the only way you are encouraging me to churn out these types of valuable information to you from time to time. So I really do appreciate you subscribing. I really do appreciate you liking this video. I really do appreciate you turning on the notification button, just so you can get alert anytime I make a new update. Thank you, and see you on the next one.